Even in this video, you will learn 20 important functions which are used in all fields. It is useful for students, teacher, clerk and for your business. Let's start with these functions. We will start from the sum function. This is our data. We can calculate the sum here. Click. You can use the formula tab or you can directly type the functions sum, then sum in a range, or you can select the individual number. Okay. When after calculating the one sum, you can simply click here, drag till the end of your data. Same way you can calculate the average. I have already explained these functions in my previous video. I will paste the link in description box for these simple functions. Select this range, end, then enter. Here is your formula B3 to D3. So calculate the average for all the students. Then mean function is for the minimum marks. Minimum marks of the student equals to minimum. Select the range from this to this and then enter. Means minimum from this column is here. Suppose you want the minimum in paper 2, paper 3, minimum of total and average, you can drag till the end. Then calculate the maximum mark equals to, you can use the function from here or here also the sum functions, sum function or recently used function is here. You can use the max from the here also. Select the range once again and then enter. Maximum number from this column is 98. Actually it is easy in this small data to find which is maximum, but when the data is huge amount of data, then at that time it is not possible by observing to find which number is greater or who has scored the good marks. Then next function is count. It counts the number of cells in a range which contains number. Means here number of students attempted paper 1. We are calculating the only present students. So equals to count, because for absent we have marked as a absent. So this function only considers the number. So it will give the count 6. Suppose you want to find out number of students for this test. So click here, equals to count A. Count the number of cells in a range that are not empty. Means it will count the absent student also and this number entries also. Or you can select the name of the student. All. Okay. 8. Number of students are 8 and 2 are the absent. So here number of students attempted paper 1 is 6. Suppose you want the number of absent students. So for this we are using the function count if. Okay, what is the use of count if? Count the number of cells in a range which satisfy the given condition. Our range is this. Okay, and our condition is, suppose the student is absent, remarked as a absent. So write it in a double quote and then enter. 2 students are absent. Here is 1. Then second one is this. No till the end. Okay. Now next, number of students having greater than 70 marks. You can find out the students by using this formula equals to count, same formula, count if, then select your range and your criteria. Criteria must be Q inside the double quote. Greater than 70. Okay. And then enter. Okay. I have not closed this. So do the closing quotes also and then enter. So 3 students having greater than 70 marks. 1, 2 and 3. Yes, it's correct. After calculation of this one cell, you can calculate it for all by simply, see, this is different arrow. When you are moving it on the box, it is 4-headed arrow, and when at this corner then it is a solid plus sign. You have to use this sign for automatic calculations of all the cells. Okay. See, we have completed the 7 functions. Now move toward the upper. Upper means what? Upper means suppose you want this data in uppercase, then click here equals to upper, then open the bracket, which text in uppercase this. Select and then enter. You can use this. Okay, upper and this. Suppose you want the different data. You can select any data here, then it will be in uppercase. But it shows the effect of this in this column, not like Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word, there is a facility to convert the data here also. You can select and you can change the case. But here by using the formula, we are showing the value here. So answer will be here. Okay. Then lowercase. Suppose I'm converting once again upper, which data? This data in uppercase equals to upper, open the bracket, select the data, then use the bracket. This is in uppercase. Suppose you want this data in lowercase equals to lower, then select your data, uppercase data, close the bracket, and enter. This is now in lowercase. Similarly, here is a proper, one function is proper. Proper means what? In this name, this Mac and D is capital. Suppose, in case, suppose here is a name, Preeti Kumari. Okay, this is name. Kumari is a surname, last name, and Preeti is first name. Here is no caps is used in this. You can use the proper equals to proper. So use of this function will changes your text. First alphabet of word in uppercase. So P is capital and K is capital here. You can use the concatenation function. Concatenation means addition of two strings. It will give, suppose your first string is str1, then second string is str2, then you will get the answer as concatenation of this. Concatenation, let's use this. Concatenate. Let's use this function equals to concat then your text 1 is this, comma, text 2 is this, and close this. Okay, now it will display the concatenated string, means write the second string data at the end of first string. But you want the space in between, so you can change it as a, you can change the formula in formula bar. I am giving the just space, blank space, and then again comma. So enter. Okay, now here is a space in between. Suppose you have collected the data in the first name last name format, and at that time you can use this data, this function, concatenate function, for name field. This is concatenation, addition of two strings. Okay, we can use the date and time function also. Date function means it will displaying the current date. Suppose let's use the date here. When we are using equals to date, at that time we are entering the year 2020, month is 4 suppose, and day is suppose 30. You can give the date here and enter. It will display the data in date format. Similarly, for the time function, we are using the function equals to time, open the bracket, hours, 5 hours, suppose the 2 minutes and 40 seconds you can give. So this is 502 It will convert your enter data into time format. And now function, this now function gives the current date and time, current system date and time. You can use the now function. So it will display the date and time also. Next function is a factorial function. We are using this function to calculate the factorial of numbers. Suppose you want to find the factorial of 5 or any number, you can find out the factorial equals to fact in bracket. You can simply give the number. We know that factorial of 5 is 120. Let's check. Fact of 5 is 120. Here you can calculate the factorial in easy way. After this, there is a next function GCD. GCD and LCM is the same. You can find out the greatest common divisor or large LC. Here is the GCD actually, greatest common divisor, or you can find out the least common divisor. Suppose here we are calculating the GCD of which number. You can provide the any number here. I am providing the 220, or you can provide the any number here. Okay, GCD is 20. You can give the any number, you can change the number here. Okay, in this way you can apply the GCD or LCM for your data. The next one is the power function. Power function means what? Power of. Suppose you want to find out the power of 10 raised to something, or 10 raised to 4. You can write here 10 raised to 4 is this, or suppose 10 raised to 6, or suppose you want to find the 7 raised to 9. Then you can find out here equals to power in bracket. Your first number is your 7 and power is 9. So you can put here and then enter. This is your 7 raised to 9. This is your power function. Next one is product. Product means what? Actually the product means the multiplication of the two numbers. When the data like this quantity and rate is given, you can calculate the total. See, here is also we in first table also we are calculating the total, but this total means the sum. It depends on your data. Here is total, but this total means the sum of this. Okay, but when we are using the different data, here we are calculating the total, but quantity and rate. So use the equals to product of which this is your first number and this is second number. You can calculate the product and then drag till the end. Okay, here is a product. You can use the trigonometric functions, maths and trigonometric functions like equals to sine of. Suppose you are finding the sine of 60, then sine of 60 is this. Suppose, see, in Excel for each formula, this equals to sign is compulsory. Cos of 60. In this way, you can calculate the angle for the each angle, sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec. You can find for all. Okay. After this, here is a if function. If we are using this if function to give the grade for the student mark, for the student average. Suppose we have given some criteria for greater than 60, give the B grade, greater than 70, give the A grade, greater than 80 or 85, give the outstanding grade. You can categorize the data and you can give the grade to the data, letter grade to your marks for the numbers. I had already explained this if function in my previous one video. So I am pasting the link for this. Okay, if you have any doubt, please send me a mail. I am pasting my email ID in description box. Thank you.